Okay, so there's two things that I wanted to talk about in regards to the more thoughtful aspect of this fast for me. One is that yesterday when I was at work, I was in a room and I heard down the hall someone open a can, probably of soda, because that's mostly what people drink at work, and I must have had an anchor to a thought when I was opening a bubbly, because it took me right to like opening a bubbly at work, and opening a bubbly, not just opening a bubbly, but opening a bubbly and having the feeling of, what if I were fasting right now? So at some point, I actually remember it. I was opening a bubbly and thinking, how would I feel about this bubbly right now if I were fasting? And I do that when I'm not fasting. I do that randomly about other about just random food. I do that. I'll do that, and I'll like think, wow. I'll like catch myself maybe not appreciating food, and catch myself and think, wait, whoa, what if I were fasting right now? I've done that since I've been fasting, honestly. But yeah, just in those moments, it makes me realize like just how little I'm appreciating food, and maybe like just eating this amazing thing, but not even realizing how amazing it is, and how special it is that we get to just like have the convenience of food that we have. I mean, this is a pretty maybe sort of typical things to feel when you're fasting, but so I'd be surprised if I didn't ever get this feeling. But I don't know, it kind of makes me feel like, I know once I start taking in food again, that I'm going to really appreciate it. But will it stay? It's kind of like, when I was off my ankle, I was just thinking, of course you think about, you ponder what you have when you don't have it more than when you have it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, okay, there's one scenario where that's not true, because living up here, I appreciate it all day, every day. And I did the same thing in San Diego too. In fact, I put a song on Car Beats 3 Perfect that I would always play. It was a popular song when I lived out there, and well, at least it played on the radio often, and we actually listened to the radio then a little bit. Basically, I just remember going down this hill and up into. I remember this one time when the song came on, and I mean, it played so many times, but this one specific time when we go down and you go up this hill, and actually we ended up living just on the right hand side, right there where you come into OB, Ocean Beach. But I just remember the song coming on and feeling like, oh my gosh, this song is Good Life. And I always put like a one throwback on the Car Beats playlist, but yeah, I was like, that song has to be on this. It's the perfect way to end that playlist. It's the perfect way. Yeah, and honestly, it's a representation of the rest of my life, and I think the rest of all of our lives. So, the kids and I, and I hope for you too. I want that for you. But yeah, so that was kind of special. But as far as appreciating goes, like, whew, man, I'm smelling all kinds of things, and I'm just appreciating the ability to eat, but also the ability to eat creatively. And when I break this fast, like, I had been pretty strict. I had been very strict about my diet, and I'm not going to be like crazy about my diet. I mean, one thing I wanted to say is that, like, the things that I want to eat at work, not want to eat, but like I'm like attracted to, it's more like the smell, because I would never eat them regularly. So like this pasta that had, like, you could tell it had like oil or butter, or maybe it was just I had to have some oil or butter in the sauce, but it was like a creamy sauce with like peas and then it had Parmesan cheese on it. And oh my God, that smelled so good. I could make myself some sort of a replacement for that, you know, with like the food that I can eat. But did I? No. Like, I honestly was so not even into food that I would literally just eat the same things over and over again. Barely give any thought to food. But now that I can't eat, it's like, now that I can't eat, I'm like thinking about that. Like, why? You know, it's just so funny to me. I don't know. It's so funny. But I mean, I really pondered that last night because this pasta smelled so good. Oh man, it smelled so good. But like, would I have been smelling that before? No, I just would have looked at it like, something I can't eat, whatever. You know, I'm dead serious. That's what I would have been. And also there was sauerkraut, but I would have been able to eat the sauerkraut, which, oh my goodness, I love sauerkraut so much. But also sauerkraut doesn't really like me that much. So I probably would have had a little bit and then I don't know, who knows how I would have felt, but still yummy. What other food is there? Oh, tacos. Oh my gosh, I love tacos. I love it. After we lived in San Diego, you know, and had like the real thing, and then I cooked them at home a lot, you know, and then moving here, like I had to cook them because there was really not that good. The Mexican food here isn't that good, so you have to make it. And for a long time, we always had Taco Tuesday. Always ate tacos at least once a week, but that's something that I can make without and eat without a tortilla and just eat it low carb, you know, in a lettuce wrap, or make a salad, a taco salad or something. But yeah, not to get all into that, but really just as far as food goes, it's like, it's just so interesting to ponder like how you know, this change in my life and this decision that I made is changing how I'm perceiving the world. So it's just very interesting to me, you know, and how long will I keep that appreciation for food, you know, just to smell things is like everything right now. It smells so good. And I'm also just smelling things so much, like being around all of these foods, which I wasn't that other big fast. It's like I have this, I'm just around it, so there's just these different experiences that happen, and one of them being that I have the ability to randomly super strong smell a smell, and my smeller is so strong right now. So like these like lemon alcohol drinks, there had to be some